Well, Tom, I love your car, and I saw it in the sunlight and was like, oh, this is beautiful. I must find this man. This is a 72 Ford Gran Torino Sport, right?
Yes.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen one in this color.
This is medium gold metallic, and it was one of the factory colors.
Man, it just sparkles.
It is. It's a beautiful color.
And has it been reshot? That's not the original paint.
It's got one repaint, about 30 years old on it right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a base coat, clear coat?
Yes.
Okay, well that's why it looks so good still.
Yes.
But your chrome is great too, and there's a fair amount of chrome on this.
Yes, there's a lot of chrome on this car.
Did you have to have that redone?
See, this is a NOS piece. These bezels are NOS, and the bumper has been re-chromed.
Now, is this actually chrome or is that stainless steel?
That's stainless.
Okay, so that.
And it is the hardest piece to find for a 72.
I bet it is. The nice thing about that is, you can buff that back up.
Yeah.
And
when it dulls out, yeah.
You can buff it back up, and it does. You can kind of tell because it is an ever so slightly different silver, stainless steel to
than the chrome. Yes, absolutely.
And this is plastic, isn't it?
Yep, all plastic grill.
And is that original? Because those usually get
that's the original grill in that car.
That is a massive scoop on that hood.
It is functional on this car.
Oh, man. Well, I really dig the color, and I dig the body style. It's kind of, I don't know, a Coke bottle or something.
Yes.
It's got this bulging back, and I love that rear quarter crease. And I think that this color really brings that out, because I've seen these in other colors, and you don't quite notice that as predominantly.
It's very prominent on this car.
It sure is, because it's so big that it actually casts a shadow. It looks almost like two-tone. And all this trim, was the original trim on it and everything?
Yes.
So the roof, that can't be the original vinyl. It's just too good.
That got replaced when it got painted. The guy that I bought it from parked it underneath a pine tree.
Oh, that's
what
great.
ruined the roof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But that's a 30-year-old vinyl roof, too?
Yes.
Boy, you take good care of your cars.
Well, thank you.
Well, and I tell you, the other thing that caught my eye was just the white interior, because if you put black in this, it would so lowball this car.
Yes.
White top, white interior. And is that original, or has it all been redone?
All original in here, Dennis.
Wow. How many miles?
48,000.
How come there's all these low mileage cars here in Pennsylvania? Don't you guys drive?
Well, because the weather is bad 90% of the time.
We just leave them in the garage and walk.
Yes.
But that's a cool dash too. You got a lot of gauges going on there. And your dash pad looks good. There's no cracks or anything.
Yes, I mean, it's a beautiful dash pad for the car.
Yeah, I just can't believe the condition. And this is kind of interesting because it's a bench seat. It gives you a feeling of buckets, but you don't have the fold-down center armrest. You got that big, wide. That is an odd design, isn't it? So really big back seat. You can take the whole fam in this thing.
Yes, it was basically an intermediate family car back then.
Yeah, they called this intermediate.
Yes.
It's pretty darn big if you ask me. Also, I like the line on the roof. What do they call that?
This is a sport roof.
Okay. And what made it the sport roof? It was just
the sloping back window and the short deck.
There's some subtle curves in that window too. Kind of kicks up here, dishes in a little bit there. That's not just a flat piece of glass.
Right.
And it's not just a simple curve either. But again, this rear quarter I think is great. You come back and it looks real Ford back here. You can't miss that. Those are almost Maverick taillights. I never noticed that before, but those are almost Maverick.
Almost.
Or maybe Maverick had Gran Torino taillights. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Yes. Absolutely.
But again, like in the light, Tom, this thing just sparkles. It's like it sparkles like a gem. So you say it's a factory Ram Air car. What do you say we have a look at that?
Yes.
Okay. So, Tom, is that the hood latch?
Yes, it is.
And that's where it sits. That's how it's supposed to be.
It's right sticking out right there.
Holy cow.
Give it a pull.
Oh, wow. So that's a factory Ram?
Yes.
Setup?
It was not used very much in 72.
Pretty rare option?
Rare. They started out with 72 with this being an option, and then early in the year, they cut it. So...
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Well, there's reproduction ones now, but they're made out of plastic.
So that's all metal, eh?
This is metal.
Oh, yeah. So when you stomp on it, that opens up.
That will open up.
And where's it breathe from? Oh, it breathes from over there normally.
Yes, that's the
Got it.
breather over there. With the thermostat on it.
So that scoop is open all the time. There's nothing opens there. That's air coming in all the time.
Air's going to come through there all the time.
But that catches it when you want it.
Right, absolutely.
So it's a 390 or what is it?
Oh, this is a 351,
351.
Cleveland, which that year they called it a 351 Cobra Jet.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. And a 4-barrel under there, I would imagine.
Yes, yeah, it's an Autolite 4-barrel.
Oh, you got AC in it?
Factory air conditioning.
Jeez, this thing was loaded up. So where'd you find it?
This car came out of North Carolina.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's solid. Doesn't seem to have any rust.
No rust anywhere on this car.
Man, oh man, oh man. And is this what you wanted, or you just came across and went, oh, this is great, I must have it?
Well, I was looking for one of these cars with a factory 4-speed and hopefully laser stripes. But I never could find one. So this car came up, and I couldn't pass it up because it was so solid.
It's solid, and I think it's beautiful. I just think it's gorgeous. And it probably, with that 351 and the Ram Air, she probably gets down the road okay.
It does very well. If you're going 65, the pickup is incredible. Like 65 on up.
We get it up into the power band, and off we go, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, that's a big car. What kind of mileage does it get with the 351?
Maybe like
17, 18.
Maybe 13, 14.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Yeah. Well. We're talking. You're a little high on that.
Yeah, well, I had that in a Mach 1, and it was a smaller car, I guess. You're lugging a lot more steel around.
Yes.
Well, close her back up. This is really a pretty car, man. Wow. Boom. So are you from around here?
Yes, I'm from Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania.
So you're familiar with the Bellefonte Cruise?
This is about the 3rd or 4th year I've come to.
You like it?
Yes, I do.
It's a good vibe, isn't it?
It is. It's a very good vibe.
Pretty little town, and people certainly come out for it.
A very big crowd, and this year supposedly is like the biggest year yet.
Well, God love that. Well, I tell you, you got the prettiest 72 Gran Torino Sport in gold and white top that's here.
I'll take it.
Thank
you, Dennis.
Sold.